I'm British Romany. My mum's Romany. If I refer to our community as a collective, I'll refer to it now as GRT, which is Gypsy, Romany and Traveller, as an umbrella term. And so, yeah, I feel really lucky that I can actually speak to that part of my upbringing, because making was always part of my family life. My dad is a retired cabinet maker, and we always had a woodworking shed in the garden. And my mum is a really talented seamstress, and so were her sisters, and they were taught by their grandma, who was a hand tailor. So hand stitching, making of all kinds, I was surrounded by that, and it was never reflected to me that that wasn't an option, that it was always there for me. So in my Romany lineage, I've got traditional crafters, brush makers, tinsmiths, and the thing with Romany crafts is, because it's a nomadic culture, our craft is very practical, and it's also very integrated into daily life. So first of all, there's the use of materials. So you either recycle what you find or have, or you use what's in the natural environment, woodland, hedgerow situation. So in the sort of pre-war era of British Romany craft, you've got the idea of the nomadic movement with crafts that are also movable, but the craft objects themselves are to do with daily life and domestic duties, baskets for carrying whatever, wood, bread, vessels for carrying water, pegs for hanging up the washing. All of these things that might seem archaic now is actually they were created from a need to have these objects. All prejudice is born out of ignorance. Racism, you know, being one of these things that it's like, when are we going to get to the point where that isn't a problem anymore? So I think the stereotype will always produce ignorant response, and the stereotype often functions as a collective projection. The gypsies, right? But if I'm the first gypsy person you've ever met, anybody watching, I hope that we can have a relational common ground that blows any stereotypes out of the water, because we're a set of individuals within an ethnicity. We're an ethnic minority. There's a lot of richness there to share. And I'm really happy to share it, and that we're a huge community, and we're all quite a creative bunch, because we have that. It's part of our heritage, it's part of our culture. And I think that when people take propaganda and mainstream media at face value, they miss an opportunity to actually see the individual, the humanity. So if anything, I hope that my work for Gypsy Maker builds a bridge and offers someone maybe an insight that perhaps challenges them in a good way, or perhaps they can say now, oh, I know a gypsy maker and it's Imogen,